The first step is transparency, and we all try to be very transparent. Let's start there. This is not QE. In no sense is this QE. This is nothing like it all. At some point, we will begin increasing our securities holdings to maintain an appropriate level of reserves. That time is now upon us.
Trade 8 even offer, 7 even offer, 6 halves are trading here now, 6 evens are trading, 5 evens are...
Welcome back to Dank Stonkz. Get your degenerate fix, ya junkies. Boeing once, Boeing twice. Sold! The US government. Boeing. Shady military contracts. Good patchwork there, guys. Dildo bagging 6969. Put some of that flex tape on my holdings. I'm going all in on JCP, making a comeback in 2020. Crazy AF A63. Nice name, Mr. Dildo Baggins. Dildo Biggins. Weak. Dildo Baggins 6969. Your account has been active for 5 years, and you've left one comment. This comment. You, sir, are a legend. You in a nutshell. Currencies, stocks, the housing market, banks, toxic derivatives. Enough said. Yo! Options calls, please. SpaceX needs to go public. They need to become tradable. Space equals no gravity. So the stock price cannot fall. Can't go tips up.
How does that work? Do people get upset at you if you do certain things? There's tobacco and marijuana in there. That's all it is.
We've done this before. Come on, Elon. Let's not act shy now.
The combination of tobacco and marijuana is wonderful.
We're very divided on Elon Musk right now. I was wondering what your take is on the matter, and is he capable
Can they leave him alone? Let the man get high if he wants to get high.
Degrass for grass. When Jerome Powell finds the media saying QE.
What the?
Enemy spotted.
Technicals looking up or down, or like they were made on Microsoft Paint. Check out the 15-minute Dow Jones chart. Great work, guys. So you're saying the Windows 95 Bezier screensaver was actually a TA algorithm? This guy computes.
Okay.
Jackson Pollock meets the stock market. Elon Musk tweeted, "Wow, the stock is so high, lol," when Tesla stock passed 420. And you better believe when the stock blew 520, Elon took off the jacket. Degrass for grass. Jim Cramer tells caller not to buy RAD. Stock goes up 50%.
How's it going, Jim?
Not bad, Alex. How about you?
I'm doing good, thank you for asking. I want to get your opinion on something if you got a minute.
Sure.
So the stock, its earnings are coming out tomorrow, right? And with 2 failed mergers, stores closing, and Amazon getting into the space now, the pharmaceutical space, is Rite Aid worth looking at, or
No.
would you recommend something like CVS or Walgreens?
No. I don't know. Maybe I'm not being definitive enough. How about absolutely no? How about no chance no? Don't buy. Sometimes it just happens. CVS is much better. Do not buy Walgreens. Walgreens doesn't really have it together. My travel trust on CVS, you can read all about it because we at accelerators+.com. Stuck at 73 right now. It's going to earn $7 next year. Give it an 8 multiple. I think that's really reasonable. You still got another 12, 13 points to go. So let's buy CVS.
Kramer's my top source for my Boomer ETF. Currently down 90%, but it's all about the time in the market. I already have my yacht picked out for when I'm 90. When you see girls like this on Instagram, remember who owns the boat. Oh yeah, me and the boys. Nice. SPXL hits 52-week high. SPXL just hit a 52-week high at 69.69. Let's rave. I just ran into this article right here. Musk nears massive payday, shorts torched as Fed's not QE sparks dash for trash. Tesla shares on Tuesday morning were trading around 542, or about 150% from the levels when the Federal Reserve, not QE, started the dash for trash and provided liquidity to hedge funds to bid up stocks. Tesla has been significantly beneficiary of the Fed's money printing as it resulted in a monstrous squeeze that allowed Elon Musk to wage nuclear war on short sellers. Wow, everybody got smoked. Let's take a look at the chart. Anyone shorting under 200 got a margin call if they were shorting, so they had to cover their positions. This is why we see an explosion on Tesla. Also, if you see here in the chart, Federal Reserve was providing liquidity around September, and they publicly announced it around October. And Tesla definitely benefiting from this liquidity. At the same time, Musk has come close to a whopping $346 million payday in the form of equity options. If Tesla shares sustain a $100 billion valuation or a $554.80 per share for a 1 month and 6 month average, according to Reuters. Elon Musk's big payoff. Tesla's market value is nearing the target for Musk's first option payout. This just shows Tesla's evaluation at a $100 billion and $150 billion, which is Musk's first and second tranche options payout. I'm not going to read the whole article, but this gives you an idea of Elon's payout positions with Tesla. I'm going to put a link in the description if you'd like to further read the article. The article also compares Tesla with other car manufacturers' market cap and Volkswagen squeeze in 2008-2009 with some charts. It's pretty interesting to see how they're both correlating. Degrass for grass. I don't always check the stock market, but when I do, I know I'm completely. I can't believe some of you guys are this autistic. World War III adverted, phase 1 deal signed. Bought SPY puts, 328. Wait a minute. When you hold successful FDs overnight, and not every stock always goes up. I'm glad this template is getting used. How do I buy calls on this meme? It's going to the moon. Trump tax cuts hands $32 billion windfall to America's top banks. This was from January 16, 2020. Top banks saved $18 billion in 2019, even more than prior year. Meanwhile, lending slowed, job cuts mounted, and dividends rose.
Mary Erdoes, JP Morgan Chase. They just announced earnings and they were incredible. Where are you? They were very substantial. Will you say thank you, Mr. President, at least? Huh? I made a lot of bankers look very good.
This guy bullies the Federal Reserve to provide free printed money to the American banks and stock market. The general economy and public never sees a dime. The banks held more money in 2019. They lend out less. Job cuts mounted, which means they created new job salary rates, lower yearly salary rates for the average American, since there was a sea of people looking for new jobs and massive layouts happening. Competing companies know there's a sea of people willing to take whatever's available at any salary. When the new company needs to report awesome earnings or dividends to their investors in the future, then they have massive layouts and recycle the employees back to the original company who laid them off in the first place at a lower salary rate. Yay! Winning, but not for you. This guy's head of the Federal Reserve and controls when new money is printed and where it goes. The short answer is the wealthy and not the economy or the poor. It's called quantitative easing, which means printing and giving money to the corporations and banks. It's a measure they started using when our economy is going belly up and there was no other alternative. Now they just use this measure at will to manipulate the American markets. Since October 2019, the Federal Reserve has been providing $60 billion a month and insists it's not QE. They're trying to mask the fact that the economy is not that great. In the end, the wealth gap is exponentially increasing not because they are awesome, but because they are getting printed fresh money and hoarding it. The average American doesn't have a chance and they don't even know it. that pretty much wraps it up for this episode. Make sure to subscribe and share for more market memes and news. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you until next crash.